Hi, Gemini. This is going to be your post-lockdown, post-quarantine isolation reading. It's not a timeless reading. Timeless readings are for suckers. So this is just going to be what you can expect coming out of your isolation period in terms of money and love. We're just going to see how it goes. I just did the Taurus. That kind of worked out okay. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit strange. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I don't do personal readings right now. I just can't do it. I haven't been on YouTube in a minute. My energy has been off for a while, and I just didn't want to do that to the readings. I think I attempted one a while ago. But anyway, this is about you, Gemini. What about me? Let's see. Through for Gemini. It's not timeless. It's more of a summer thing because depending on where you live and what your state's regulations are, people are coming out of isolation and getting back into whatever kind of normalcy in terms of restarting the economy and all that stuff. A lot of you guys are concerned with your job. We all are, but Gemini specifically right now, there's something going on with your job feelings, your money. So we're going to begin with money, and then we're going to go into relationships and love and just sort of that kind of energy and see what happens there. But I really want to kind of tap into what's going on with Geminis as you're in isolation now. We're in the end of it, and as we begin to come out of isolation lockdown. And I'm not doing reversals. So just settle in. This is not going to be one of those readings where I tell you some high drama. Just an actual whatever. Actual nothing. I don't know. Boy. Good. So a lot of you Geminis are actually in a position right now where you're, sorry, the lighting is, who cares? You know what I'm talking about. So you guys are actually in a financial space of, I wouldn't say abundance. I would say that you're taking who you live with, how you live, the shared income. You're taking all of this into consideration right now when it comes to money. I think a lot of you guys are trying to build a home, try to start a home, trying to establish security around your home right now. I think you guys are dealing with relatives. Maybe you're asking somebody to help you out financially, or you're in a situation where you have to, I'm feeling that. I feel like you have to deal with a relative for money issues. I don't think you like it. I wouldn't say you're completely abundant. Some of you guys might be. Some of you guys married into money, or you guys are in a situation where you're like, oh, thank fuck, I have a little bit of money because of, partner here. And I also think that you're in isolation period. You were considering how to establish this security. This is a legacy card, obviously, but I think you guys have been trying to establish some sort of security within your home and your future. You don't want to have to worry about money. Obviously, nobody does, but you especially are feeling like, oh God, like how am I going to secure this money or secure this financial freedom and safety net? So you're doing the damn thing. You're doing what you need to do in terms of securing the bag, getting yourself established somewhere. You're either laying down old roots or new roots. There was a period of confusion where you were like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make this money. I don't know how to secure this money. And everything sort of seemed up in the air and foggy for you. But that clarity is coming through, or has come through with this time. You had a lot of time to think, a lot of time to just, I guess what I want to say is there hasn't been a lot of distraction. You haven't been distracted lately in isolation, and that's a really good thing. You've managed to gain some clarity. Let's keep it moving. You could have issues from the past that come back or came back during isolation, but let's talk about what's coming through as you exit isolation and out of quarantine into the summer of June. Energies coming out of your quarantine time with this new plan. Plan is the wrong word, but this new sense of urgency in terms of, oh shit, I need to establish something. Maybe an old skill comes back, or an old way or old partner. Something that has to do with making money comes back in. Or you have a resurgence. You had maybe an idea of how you wanted to make money a while ago, and that was kind of put on the back burner, and now it's coming back around to where you're like, oh, you know what? I think I can make something happen, and that's a good thing. You have the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I'm going to pull it up right around. Basically, you kind of live in your head, right, Gemini? And so I feel like a lot of you guys have been experiencing disappointment or angst, a lot of anxiety about so many things. And that angst has caused major heartache and disappointment, obviously. But I think that, I think that because of how your mind works, Gemini, you're hypercerebral. And the problem is that what could be something that is minimal to others is exacerbated by your mind's eye. And so what happens is that you kind of find yourself wanting to ruminate over these issues intensely, consistently. I'm saying all these fucking words that I don't actually speak like this, and it's because of you guys I'm speaking like this. And so by the time you come out of isolation, you're already coming out bruised. You're already coming out like you're not really trusting the process by the time you come out of isolation. You're still sort of like cagey, is what I want to say, because there's been disappointment. There's been disappointment in your finances and strategizing, and I think that you recognize that now as you exit quarantine, lockdown mode, and you go into like you're back to your 9 to 5, or you're back to your day to day, or you're back to, okay, what moves do I have to make? There's definitely going to be a change in your household. There's definitely, and this is going to cost money. This is going to take time and money and effort and strategy. There is going to be a major change in your household if you haven't already experienced it with the Ten of Pentacles, so you know. Two of Wands. There has been a delay. There will be a delay, but you're definitely going to be moving into, you're aligning yourself right now with a new path. And the most important thing is it's not a sword energy. It's a wand energy. By the time you come out of isolation, out of quarantine, out of lockdown, you're absolutely in a position now, Gemini, to say, all right, I've done enough thinking about XYZ. I've done enough strategizing about XYZ. I am here to pursue. I'm taking action. I'm actually putting shoes on right now, and I'm heading out the door to make XYZ happen, whatever that means for you. But I do think that it has to do with clarity on an old way of making money or old plan you had that you kind of, it dropped off, and now it's coming back with a Judgment card because you knew. So what had happened was you guys had a choice back in the day, and you went with the easy choice. You went with the safer, easy choice, and that fucked you, and you were stuck in isolation with that safe and easy choice, whatever that means. And so something backfired. Your plan back in the day backfired, and now you're like, okay, I'm going to go back to the original plan with the Judgment card here, and it's going to suck with the Three of Swords, and it already has sucked with the Three of Swords, whatever that means. And now with the Two of Wands, you're like, I'm going back to plan A, whatever that is, okay? So that is a good thing. Always go with your first instinct. Sometimes the Geminis go too much in their head, and you go with the logical approach instead of your intuitive approach. And sometimes that backfires. And it looks like for some of you it did. Now, this is your money general card, okay? Or your money general reading. So I feel like this has a lot to do with the structure of your energy coming out of isolation. Let's see. As you. And you're hopeful. You're careful as always, but you're hopeful. You feel like it's easier for you to hold on to plan A now. These two rods here, these two wands. Okay. 5. There's definitely some sort of position. Some of you guys be careful that when you come out of isolation, you don't ignore or turn your back on anything that has possibly assisted you during isolation. I think, and then the flip side of that is anything that you use to distract you or entertain you during isolation. It might be okay for you to come out of isolation and say, thanks for that. Thanks for the prison talk. We're actually not going to meet up. That I'm going to pass on your idea. I'm going to pass on that opportunity. Just keep it sort of pushing. But definitely, there's conflict. You got to get out of your head so much, for real. Coming out of isolation, lockdown into the real world, normal, quote unquote, normal world. Brand new beginning. So ultimately, Gemini, go back to your original game plan. Whatever that was before you were stuck in isolation with this, because I keep saying that because of the of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Whatever got you stuck in that, whatever headspace you were stuck in during isolation, you have an opportunity coming out of it to start something brand new. And that brand new thing is the Judgment card, which was in reverse, saying, okay, now's your opportunity to come back around to the original game plan you had and start that. But this time, hit the deck running. Hit the deck running is the advice. Do not come out of isolation, quarantine time, Gemini, like looking around, scratching your head. What do I do? You take charge. The Ace of Wands is saying you take charge. You call the shots. You make shit happen. Do not wait for the universe to hand you any more opportunities, because you have one. You have an opportunity to go back to it. So do it. That's what it's saying. Do not waste a second. Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands. Do not waste a second. Go for it. Go. Go, go, go. Hit the deck running, okay? So that's for that. Now let's see what's coming through for you guys in terms of love. Let's see how these energies sort of bleed into each other. You guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and if this isn't resonating with you, then it's not your reading. Don't come for me. I don't care. Oh my goodness, I'm not taking all these. No. That's a lot. Post-lockdown for Geminis. Post-lockdown for Geminis. Love. You know, it's like a lot of people, it's going to be literally like coming out of lockdown. You are ready to socialize. You are ready to get out there. You know, you're a lot, you know, like a lot of people, you know, we've got that antisocial, social kind of thing happening with us, extrovert, introvert. And a lot of times we need our time alone, but we can only be alone for so long before we're like, hey, I need to laugh and be outgoing and be talkative and cheerful. And I want to dress up and I want to sit down at a place and see people. And that's the energy we have with the Nine of Wands. I feel like that flirtation is going to be so universal, or that energy is going to be so universal when we come out of this time, that by the time you sit down and get yourself situated and you're with your friends or whatever the case is, and you're able to sort of flirt, it's going to be reciprocated energy, and it's going to be fast moving energy. It's not going, listen to me now, it's not going to be long lasting energy. It is passing, fleeting energy. But do not don't hang your coat on anything here. And you could be like, also, if you're in isolation, you could be flirting a lot with someone on, you know, the apps and all that shit. And this could be like, yeah. When this is over, we got to meet up. When this is over, let's meet up. So you meet up with the person and you're like, ugh, what a dud. Or you meet up with the person kind of like begrudgingly. You don't really want to. You're like, I'll meet up with this person only because, you know, why not? We've been chatting this whole time during lockdown, so why not? And you meet up and you're like, it's not going to go anywhere. So there's that kind of vibe. Yeah, you're going to shut someone out real quick. So, or someone's going to shut you out. So this is prison talk, you guys. No one's doing anything. So it's flirty energy, it's fast energy, it's hyped up energy. But the Five of Pentacles, it's not long-lasting energy. And, you know, it's going to be like grand opening, grand closing. Like, as soon as you meet that person, you're like, so super nice to meet you. I got to go. Bye. And then it's like, you move on. Because that's the good thing about this isolation. We have had so much time to do so much work on ourselves. And fuck all those memes that say, you're doing great, sweetie. You don't need to be productive. As long as you, no. Because we're going to bounce back. We always do. We're going to bounce back. And what you don't want to do is come out of this period of time having not contemplated things, having not worked on yourself, having not made any kind of tweaks or adjustments to your spiritual or just sort of existence at all. Having not done any of that, fucking, you didn't take a day to do that. Like you were just on the couch eating the whole time. No, come on, dude. So this is saying that as much as you are in a mode of, I want to flirt, I want to meet people, I want to talk, I want to love, I want to you come out of this on another level. And so by the time you do meet this person or you flirt or you do, it's an instant kind of like, okay, well, that's okay. That's not really doing anything for me. Seven of Pentacles is saying, your head space is really and truly on building a secure future for yourself. And the love will have to come later, is what it's saying. A lot of Pentacles. You have options. When you come out, you have options. Because I don't think you were talking to just one person if you were like in lockdown. I think that there's been friends and family and of course flirtatious energy out there. And you could actually just hook up with someone like immediately. Like, all right, let's do this damn thing. But ultimately you're like, this is not going to go anywhere. And I know it's not. And let's not do this. I've got bigger fish to fry right now, which you do with the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. You've got so many things on your plate that, love. What I'm saying to you, Gemini, is in this summer, there's going to be hot flirtation happening when you come out of lockdown, but you're not going to entertain it, unfortunately. There's too much on your plate. There's too much on your plate. Even though some of the options are viable. Like some of these options, you're like, yeah, that's a good catch. That's a good catch, but you're just not feeling it. Right, Gemini? So that's kind of the energy I see for you guys in money and love coming out of lockdown and into the real world. So that's, it's not timeless. This is definitely your position right now. And this is not necessarily everybody. This is supposed to be general. So take it for what it is. And then, when this is all over and we're back into the swing of things, I hope to do another extended love reading for you guys. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else here. Sorry. You've just got too much on your plate. You've got too much on your plate to worry about love. The options are there, but you're not taking it. You're over it for right now. And I'm talking about probably mid-June. Mid-June is when you're going to be like, okay, the deck has cleared a little bit. I mean, see, it's just nonstop sort of that energy of just not being interested in anything else other than securing your future and getting yourself lined up here, which is a good thing. So do it. So congratulations, Gemini. I think isolation has done you well in terms of clearing your mind's eye. You can have opportunities out there, but it's not going to be long lasting. So let's come back to this and after everybody's out of isolation and we can see what's coming through for you guys. All right. Good luck. Follow me on Instagram. I love you. Bye.